This is a quick review on this. I know it's a horrible colour, but it's the BMW iX2 fully electric. So colour aside, the BMW iX2, I've got some data here from the data sheet. 2 synchronous motors, it's got a 67 kilowatt hour battery, 230 kilowatts of power and 494 nanometers of torque. Now it's got a driving range of 395 kilometers. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. And here's one elephant in the room, and there's going to be quite a few. 130 kilowatt charging speed. 130. It should be a bit more than that. I mean, I would have expected closer to 200. But anyway, now it says it's got a power consumption of 18.5 kilowatts per 100k. So I don't know about your maths, whether it's anything like mine, but if you divide 18.5 into 67, it doesn't come out at 3.95 or 395 kilometers. It's in the low 300s. So yeah, I expect that this will only have a comfortable range of about 300 k's. But it does have a reasonable acceleration time, 5.6 seconds, 0 to 100. Now that was the same speed as the original Model 3 rear-wheel drive. So yeah, specs aren't exactly overwhelming, they're probably more underwhelming. So this one comes with 20-inch alloy wheels. It does have AC charging of up to 22 kilowatts. So we've got to give it a plus for that one. Okay. It's got acoustic glazing, acoustic protection for pedestrians. Automatic tailgate. It's got the heads-up display from BMW. There's a few other things. It's got a digital audio, broadband, digital radio. It's got all the driver assistance features that you tend to expect with BMW, electric seat adjustment. Now, obviously, with BMW, when you buy a BMW, and I have actually bought quite a few of them over my time, you get the basic car, and then you get a long list of extras. You know, would you like a steering wheel with that? Oh, you want wheels? Sorry, that's extra. Yeah, so it's a bit like that. This base model, this car starts at around 87,000 or thereabouts, plus on roads. So if you were to buy that in WA, that would add at least £6,000 onto the price. So you're looking at low 90s anyway. Probably looking at low 90s in most states. All up, look, it's a BMW. You get what you pays for. So we just have a look at the sort of the styling. It's a small to medium SUV. All right. It's got it's got a kidney front, which is solid, and it's got obviously active air vents around there. Headlights, well, you know, honestly, looking at it, it looks like a BMW. Now, having said that, I actually do quite like BMWs. They're nice. From the side, yeah, it's okay. It's got a little sill there and some crease lines going through. This has got the M badge on it. Ooh, that means it's meant to be a bit faster, isn't it? This is the charging port. The car's locked. Just unlock it. Right, so here we've got your AC and your DC charger, and an indicator light. So that's on the driver's side. You know, one thing I would like for blooming EV manufacturers to agree where this is going to be standard. Now, okay, with petrol, it was either left or right at the back. well, can they make this either left or right at the back, not in the front, on the front wing, on, yeah, don't get me started. From the rear, look, it's got that sort of sporty coupe look about it. I actually quite like this from the rear. xDrive 3, iX2. The boot, just got to unlock it first. Right. Not exactly huge. You probably would only be able to fit one dead body in there. The lip. A lot of people don't like that. They want this level there. I don't know if you can adjust this. We've got all our camera equipment in here, obviously. So this lifts up. You've got the cables. At least you've got somewhere to store the cables. Parcel shelf, which is probably a good idea to hide everything. And a button to push to close. Right, so going down the side, we'll open up the door. It's locked itself again. Right, so now we've unlocked it, I can actually open the door. So, look, the door opens quite a good way. It's almost 90 degrees. But I have trouble getting in and out of the Model 3. I cannot get into the back of the Model 3. I tried this earlier on. I did not succeed. So we have here another big elephant in the room. I can't get in and out of the car in the back. The front is okay. Okay, so that seat is back a fair old way, but even just trying to get in, okay, look, for an old bugger like me, okay, yeah, I can do it, but it's a bloody struggle. And then you got to get out. No, me no like. Front, however, once again, it opens out to almost the 90 degrees, which is a good opening. Now, getting in and out of here is fine. I don't have a problem. Right, let's try the driver's side. I'll leave this open because it keeps locking. No frunk. Right. So, getting in and out the driver's side. Yep, there's no easy entry. There is an easy entry. Excellent. So you can set it up to have easy entry. I like that on the Model Y. So, in here, basically we've got BMW. BMW have got a feel about them, and it's very nice. All right, Harman Kardon speakers, plenty of buttons. Yeah, you know what I think about buttons. The screen is okay. You've got this quite a long screen, this being your instrument cluster, this being the sat nav, the controls for your audio, and so on. And then here you've got your start, stop modes. You can have auto hold. It's got one pedal braking if you set it. And it's got this heads up display, which is here, shined onto the screen in front of you. So all up, look, it's very comfortable. The seats, very comfortable. I've been driven around in this for a little while, and you know what? It's all right. It's quite okay. Ride-wise, I think it's probably slightly better than the Model Y. Probably a little bit more than slightly. But I mean, the Model Y is supposedly stiff, although I don't notice it. But all up, I think it's a nice car. I just wish it wasn't so thirsty. So there we go. Maybe we'll take it for a little spin around the roads now. All right, so I'm sitting in here. I've just put this to my driving position. Look, headroom, yeah, it's all right. I think the knee room in the back is a little bit cramped. So, look, driving position looks all right. So you put your foot on the brake, and then the button here is. This has got a start-stop button, so it can turn on the back. What the hell? I don't know. Right. So now we go to B, which is your one-pedal driving. Okay. Right. So it's now in drive. So we should just be able to, guess what? Drive. First impression already is the steering's very light. So this is the first time I've actually driven this car, and as I said, the steering does feel very light. Right, so we go out here. Right, indicator. Yeah, that one. You've always got to work out which is the indicator. Otherwise you end up saying, with the windscreen wipers, I'm going that way, I'm going that way. So we're just going to drive around the block, basically. We can't get up any speed here because of the speed limit is 60. So if I just slow down a little bit, and I'm going to... Oh, you can hear that motor whine a bit, can't you? It's look, it says 5.6. This has got an M badge on it. I don't know if it's really 5.6. That feels more like 4 to mid 4. But obviously we're not going to be timing it because the speed limit here is 60, so we're not going to be getting up to 100. That's for sure. Right. As I said, the steering does feel quite light. I don't know if it's got a setting in the menu to adjust the steering.
I didn't find it.
No. So my mate Chris didn't find it, so there we go. Where do we go up here?
Turn right up here.
Turn right. Okay, so we're just literally going to take it around the block. And just to get an overall impression. The suspension is, well, I would say it's a bit wallowy, but I mean, I'm used to the Model Y, which is quite stiff. So this feels a lot softer. Go right up here again, I think. So look, that would be expected. It would feel a bit different. One thing it doesn't do is if you hang it around on a corner, it doesn't go and rock too much. So all up, I think this is quite a polished little car for $90-something thousand. Yeah. Oh well. So these screens are very, very readable. You can see them, they're quite bright. The heads-up display is excellent. I mean, this is sunsetty type time here. Straight on. We're going straight on, aren't we? Yeah. So look, all up, as I said, I think it's a polished car. The suspension feels softer than the Model Y, but then when I hung it around the corner a little bit fast, it didn't seem to want to wallow too much. So that's probably quite good. as I said, the steering feels very, very soft and light. So if you like it like that, this is possibly the car for you. Just got to be careful of the speed because there's a lot of cameras around here. Because I'm in Sydney at the moment. The Everything Electric show starts tomorrow morning. So if you want to come up, come and join us. Come and find me. Find Electric Chris, young Chris Vanderstock. He's going to be walking around. He's even giving a talk at one spot. So I think we turn right up here. I'm beginning to realise where I am, having been driven around here a fair bit. So, okay, overall impression, it's not a bad car to drive. As I said, apart from this steering, it's just, look at it. I'm moving it, I'll move it with one little finger. Yeah, not my favouriteest thing, but I suppose each to their own. So the software seems to be quite responsive, playing with it.
Version.
There's a petrol version of this. Yuck. Tooey. So, okay, there's another elephant in the room. It's based on its ICE car. And I've got a thing about that. Why can't they just develop a car as an EV rather than take their petrol cars and then make them plug-in hybrids and make them electric? I don't understand. I can understand from a manufacturing point of view. They've got to do use the same parts most of the time, so it might save them some money. But at the end of the day, you know, they're going to have to stop making their petrol cars in the end. So sooner rather than later, they can iron out all their problems. So what do you think of the iX2 from BMW? Would you get one or would you not? Personally, look, I like BMWs, but me, I wouldn't buy one. I think that nowadays BMWs are probably a little bit overpriced, but you know, I get a lot of comments on my channel, oh, when's the $10,000 EV coming here? Well, you're not going to get a $10,000 EV, that's for sure. But, you know, I think that a reasonably priced EV is the $30,000 to $40,000 price. So, yeah, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. So, there we have the BMW iX2 M Sport. Now, BMW also do something else. They don't have a base model and then you need to buy the wheels and so on. Their EVs tend to come as fully loaded and fully loaded price as well. I don't know whether I'd agree with that. When you look at what the Chinese are bringing in, there's some really good cars there that are very well spec'd, and you can still spend a little bit more money optioning it up as you like. So the M Sport, it's a little bit more sportier, it's a little bit more pricey obviously, but overall, look, it's a nice car. I'm not going to detract from it. It's a BMW, it is nice. But as I said, would I buy one? Not this one, no. But please let me know in the comments below what you think. And of course, while you're down there, don't forget that like and subscribe button. thank you very much. It really does help the channel get promoted so other people hear about it more and more. And also down there in the description, there's a link to my Ko-fi page if you want to help me out that way as well. And also on my Ko-fi page, I am putting out a few videos that are only for people that go to the Ko-fi page. You won't find them, they're hidden on YouTube. So maybe that will tempt you to go there and help me out. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all very soon.